So this video is about learning how to fix this stretched look of the texture. And for that, we need to go to the Modify panel in the Modify list and just look for UVW Map and apply that. In the modifier stack, we have the mapping group, which determines the type of mapping coordinates used. This kind of defines how the map is geometrically projected onto the object. So if you have planar, projects the map from a single plane flat against the object. Cylindrical, projects the map from a cylinder, wrapping it around the object. There's a spherical one, which surrounds the object by projecting the map from a sphere. Then you have box, which kind of does the same thing as the rest. You have the face, which applies the texture to every face of the polygon. So because we have a box in the viewport, we're just going to select the box as mapping. And if we go to the length, width, and height, we can actually specify the dimensions of the UVW map gizmo. UVW can actually be synonym to XYZ, the XYZ coordinates of the object. So if we change the length, let's give it a try. If we change the width, and if we change the height, this definitely looks better now than it did before. So this is what we basically need to know for now, and definitely looks better than what we had before. Looks more realistic. You can play around. You can also, in order to create a bigger map, this basically makes duplicates of the texture so that you don't need to go and create a bigger texture. This will just create a seamless, bigger texture for you. So in the next video, I'm just going to render a few different materials so that you can actually see the certain differences between normal maps and specular levels and all those crazy stuff, so that you kind of understand what I was talking about. So before I finish this tutorial, I just wanted to show you how the UVW map works on different objects as well, just to kind of experiment with different objects. So we've seen how the box looks like. Let's just go back here. It doesn't have UVW map applied to it right now, but we already did see how it looks like. Let's just move on to a sphere. Let's apply our map. It looks disgusting, of course, but let's go back to UVW map. Looks even more disgusting right now. I'm gonna, okay. And yep, looking much better. Let's change a few settings if you want to. Not that one. That's interesting. Just kind of experiment with stuff. See what looks good, what doesn't. But I think in this case, we just needed to change the tiles to make a bigger texture without changing its length or anything. So yeah, definitely looking better. Okay, let's move on to a cylinder. this part looks good, this one doesn't. Let's apply UVW map. Just bear with me. Okay, cylinder. All right. Let's see if we can. No. Let's see if anything else would work. Okay, sphere's not bad. Face is bad. Okay, box definitely looks better. It definitely wraps around the object, and then on these faces it keeps it planar, if that makes sense. So we're just going to change a few things. Okay, let's see, does that look bad? No, no, okay. Okay, let's move on to pyramid. Let's see how it looks like. Not too bad. UVW map. Let's see. Cylindrical, probably not. Spherical, probably not. I think box is the way to go. And as always, we can change stuff around here to make it look better. Okay. And I think this one is going to be a challenge. It actually doesn't look bad at all. Oh, this looks bad. Let's see. UVW map. Oh no. Cylindrical. No. Spherical. No. I think maybe box might be the way. But in this kind of cases, we will just take. I mean, for this kind of complicated objects, there is a different process for texturing. We will take individual parts of the object and just wrap them. It's kind of difficult to explain, but it's a more complicated process, especially if you want to send the videos or export the videos for video games. That's a process that you have to go through, but for now this looks great. Thankfully a teapot will never have this sort of tiles tile texture, so I'm happy about that. But you know, this will do. Okay, so this is how we use UVW for now. There's some other stuff that we haven't talked about. There's going to be in other videos, but you kind of have enough to bring even the house that we created in the modeling section and just try to texture your house or other stuff that you created until now. That will be a really good exercise.